Hello there everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will see you come along with me on a solo camping trip to North Wales, somewhere that I've never actually been before. I packed up the car the evening before to save myself a bit of time, and then it was time to set off in the morning on a 2.5 hour journey, and the next time I caught up with you was when I was having some lunch. Only love can hurt like this. Must have been a deadly kiss. And I'm happy that you did. In Malibu, next to you, I met you in the dark. You lit me up. Guys, I did it after such a horrendous drive. I have arrived in Bala. I managed to park at like a water sports centre on the lake. The weather's not the best, but it's cloudy and it's warm and there's a nice breeze, so that's all I can ask for really. And this is my view. This next clip was far too windy for me to make you listen to, but I was basically just saying that I was staying in Wales for 2 nights and I was really excited to be there. My plan of action was to have a little walk around the lake before checking into the campsite a little bit later on, as I'd arrived a bit too early to check in straight away. Right guys, I have finally finished setting up my tent. It has taken me a little bit longer than I would have liked, but when you're doing it on your own you can't complain too much. So I thought I would quickly show you around, show you the outside, show you my setup inside, and then we can walk down together and have a look at the amenities here on the campsite, which aren't too far away from my tent, which is quite good. I mean, I'm only here for 2 nights, so I don't need anything too glamorous, do you know what I mean? So let me get up and I'll show you around. So you would have seen the outside already, but this is just a quick pan of it. This is the Euro Hike Pop 500. We bought it from Go Outdoors. I think it was about £80. I've got my electric hookup coming along here. And then as we come inside, oh God, I've got a little shoe area here. I brought my Crocs because I thought they'd be good for going to the toilet in the night. Charlie did question why I brought my suitcase camping, but it was the best way that I thought I could transport all my clothes and my toiletries and just what I'm comfortable with packing wise. So figured I'd bring that. Got my backpack for everyday use. Then I have a double mattress / blow up airbed. This is like a thick teddy bear blanket. I don't think I'll need much more than that just because I do get quite warm, but just in case I've got an extra blanket and my hoodie there. 2 inflatable pillows. I've also got a little light up there attached with a carabiner clip that I bought separately. Down here I've got a big cool bag filled to the top with food. Then at the back I've got my tripod because I've been doing filming. And then down here is just where I've got my little electric thing. My phone is charging here. I didn't really need electric, but it's just because I'm using my phone for directions and stuff. So that's my little sat nav, so I need to keep that charged up. So nothing too fancy, but it's certainly enough. Oh, there's a fly. It's certainly enough to last me for the 2 nights, and it's going to be nice, warm, toasty and comfortable. I've got all my dinner stuff with me, so I'll be cooking dinner in a bit, but before then I'm just going to whack my hoodie on and go down and show you the amenities as promised. In here it looks like a little washing machine room. I think she says you have to pay 50p to use this, which is really good. Oh yeah, you get your tokens from there. Look, 50p for a tumble dryer, washing machine 50p. That's so good if you were here for longer. Little sink to do some washing up, tumble dryer over there, a little section there for some water, then a bigger washing up area over here. These are the ladies' toilets, but I don't think I'm going to film in there. I'll just let you know if they're clean or not. Disabled toilet. Here's a little sink area where you can do your washing up. There's like sanitizer and stuff, which is nice, and everything looks really, really clean. And there is also a fridge down here, look. But yeah, that is pretty much it, I think. I don't think there's anything else here. No, there's not. Oh, it looks nice and clean so far. I'll update you on the toilets. Hello again everybody, please do not even think about the angle that I'm filming at right now. Chins galore, the lighting is not the best and I just look like a mess. But it is now 9:30, winding down for bed. I didn't do much after dinner other than driving to town to try and get petrol, to find out the petrol station was shut, and I've had a shower and washed my hair ready for tomorrow. Got a very, very early start in the morning. My train up Snowdon, I don't even think I've mentioned this, but I'm getting the mountain railway up to the top of Snowdon. But as I said, it's very early start because my train's at 9 o'clock. They like you to be there half an hour early, so that's 8:30. But then it takes me an hour to drive there from here, so I'd have to leave here at 7:30. But then I also need to get petrol and walk from the car park and leave a little bit of time just in case. So I'm going to try and leave here at about 7:15, 7 o'clock latest. As I said, apologies for not filming anything after dinner, but it really was quite boring. I feel like today is a chore day. Tomorrow is a bit more fun and adventure. And yeah, I will catch up with you in the morning, probably speak to you when I'm at Snowdon. Good night. The next morning I woke up feeling incredibly tired as I had an absolutely awful night's sleep due to feeling so cold and waking up about 100 times. But nevertheless, I cracked on, brushed my teeth, got ready, drove to Snowdon, put on my hiking boots and attempted to tackle a little bit of souvenir shopping before I got started to get myself in a bit more of a light-hearted and excited mood to climb up one of the biggest mountains within the UK. Here are the souvenirs that I picked up before grabbing my ticket and using the mountain railway to head up to 75% of the way to the summit. The views were really, really lovely along the railway, although it was very, very foggy. And here is the view when you get to the top of the railway at Clogwyn Station. I feel like every clip I film at the minute I'm apologising for my appearance. This one is going to be no different. I've just got off the train at Clogwyn Station and I've decided to abandon my return ticket. I'm going to attempt to start climbing towards the summit. Apparently it takes about an hour. This is a Lamberries path. However, it's very cold and I only have my hoodie. So if I have to abandon ship at some point, then I will. God knows why I turned around to film in the direction of the wind, but I was basically saying if I need to abandon ship then I will. I'll walk back down the Lamberries path and let's go and climb Snowdon. Guys, I did it! I got to the top of Snowdon, I reached the summit, I touched it, and I made it back down alive in one piece. I'm honestly so happy. Like, I've got such a rush right now. Really, really proud of myself. If you watched my Edinburgh vlog, you'll know I climbed to the top of Arthur's Seat, and the feeling that I've got now is just 10 times that. Probably because it was 10 times the length of the walk, but I'll just go into details about that really, really quickly. I parked at the car park opposite the Snowdon Mountain Railway. If you put that into your maps, it will come up, you'll see it, it's literally right next to it. I paid £10 all day, which is really, really good. If you want to take the train like myself, I paid £26 for a return ticket, just because I wasn't sure if I was going to use the return or not. I thought it was best to be safe than sorry, because you have to pre-book online. That takes you 3/4 of the way up, and I'm not gonna lie, the views from there are as best as they got for me. Once I left that sort of train station area, I couldn't see anything because of the fog, but I climbed for another hour to then get to the summit. As I said, I couldn't see anything. It was really, really foggy. It was more just so that I could go and say, yes, I've been there and I've done that. So that took me an hour. Then I climbed down. That took me 3 hours, but that is pretty standard, to be honest. If you ask people, that's probably how long it takes for a lot of people. I didn't really have many rests coming back down. I think I stopped twice for a little something to eat, but that's about it really. So all in all, it was a total of 5 hours because the train took 45 minutes. So not too bad really for a day's work, especially if you want to get to the top, but you're not the sort of person that wants to climb all the way up there and all the way back down. Because I would love to do that one day, but right now my fitness level just isn't there, which is why I took the train up. And you know what, I'm not mad about it. I'm actually so glad that I did, because without that I would never ever have reached the top. Oh, and also the other thing to mention is the route that I did was the Landberries route. So when you walk back down, if you've parked on this car park and you have took the train up, you need to walk the Landberries route back down. Anyway, I'm now sitting in the car, I've had another little snack, and I'm about to head back to camp, and I don't really know what the plan is from there. There was a nice little walk that I'm wanting to do from the camp, but we'll see if my legs can carry me. I am also very tempted to pack up and go home, which may come as a surprise to people because I love, you know, holidays and things, but I just want my own bed. Last night's sleep was really not the one, so I'm very tempted to pack up and go home later this evening. So we'll see what happens really, but for now I'm gonna drive back to camp. It should take me about an hour. We'll cook some dinner a little bit earlier and then we'll decide what we're doing from there, and I'll update you from then on. Wow, I think we all know what happened here. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have left it about a week to film this outro. No particular reason, I've just been so busy, so on the move, genuinely have not stopped. But I'm going to jump on quickly because I am late uploading this video and would kind of like to get it up this evening. I just thought I would let you guys know that I did actually leave the campsite once I got back from Snowdon. I had a little bit of dinner and then I just packed down the tent. It took me way too long for a pop-up tent, and then I decided to drive home. So it was such a busy day. I think I did about 5 hours of driving and obviously like 4 or 5 hours worth of climbing. So it was busy and hectic, and my god, did my body ache. Based on the aches of my body, it was the right decision to come home and sleep in my own bed. I don't think I could have dealt with another night of the cold. Would highly not recommend going camping for the rest of this year because it is just so cold. It was so bitter there. But yeah, I came home basically. Long story short, there's not really much more for me to say here other than I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it wasn't as long maybe or as exciting as I would have hoped. It was quite literally 24 hours in Bala and Snowdon, so apologies for that. However, if you enjoyed, please don't forget to give it a like, comment and subscribe down below. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you very soon in the next video. Goodbye.